Good morning, Mrs. Collins. It's nice to see you again. How are you and your little boy doing today?
Good morning. We're both fine, thank you. Actually, I brought Ethan in for his vaccination, but I'm not sure I want him to get the polio shot today.
I see. Thank you for letting me know, and I appreciate your honesty. Could you tell me a bit more about what's worrying you about the vaccine?
Well, I've read a few things online about side effects and possible risks. Some people even say that vaccines can cause other health problems. I just don't want to take any chances with my child.
That's completely understandable, Mrs. Collins. As a mother, it's natural that you want to protect your child and make sure he's safe. Many parents share similar concerns. Would it be okay if I gave you some accurate information to help you make an informed decision?
Yes, please. I just need to be sure I'm doing the right thing.
Absolutely. Let's start by talking about what polio actually is. Polio, or poliomyelitis, is a very serious viral infection that mainly affects children under 5. It can damage the nervous system and, in severe cases, cause permanent paralysis or even be life threatening.
I thought polio was gone now. We don't really hear about it anymore.
That's a very good point. Polio has become very rare in countries like ours because of widespread vaccination. However, the virus still exists in a few parts of the world, and people can carry it when they travel. If vaccination rates drop, there's a real risk of polio coming back. We've seen small outbreaks in places that had been polio free for years.
Oh, I didn't realize that. So even though we don't see it here, it's still a danger?
Exactly. Vaccination not only protects Ethan, but also helps protect the entire community by stopping the virus from spreading. That's what we call community immunity or herd protection.
I understand that. But what about the side effects? I've heard some children get quite sick afterward.
That's a great question. The polio vaccine is very safe, and it's been used for more than 50 years all around the world. Most children experience only very mild side effects, such as a bit of soreness at the injection site or a slight fever that goes away in a day or two. Serious reactions are extremely rare, much rarer than the complications that can happen if a child actually gets polio.
So it doesn't cause serious illness or developmental problems like some people claim?
No, it doesn't. Those claims come from misinformation that spreads online. The vaccine doesn't contain any live virus, so it can't cause the disease itself. What it does is teach the immune system how to recognize and fight the polio virus if Ethan ever comes into contact with it.
I see. I suppose it's hard to know what to believe when there's so much information online.
I completely agree. It can be overwhelming. That's why it's important to rely on evidence based information from trusted sources, like the World Health Organization or your local health department. Here at the clinic, we follow strict safety standards, and every vaccine we administer is thoroughly tested and monitored.
That does make me feel better. But what if Ethan has a fever after the shot?
If that happens, it's usually mild and short lived. You can give him plenty of fluids, keep him cool, and if needed, you may give him paracetamol for comfort. Of course, if you ever notice anything unusual, which is very unlikely, you can always contact us or your GP for advice.
All right. And how many doses does he need?
The full course includes several doses, one today, another in a few months, and then booster doses later in childhood. Completing the full schedule is what gives long term protection.
So once he's had all the doses, he'll be completely protected?
Yes, almost completely. After the third dose, protection is close to 100%. It's one of the most effective vaccines we have.
That's reassuring. I just want to be sure he's safe and healthy.
Of course, you're doing the right thing by asking questions and making sure you understand everything. It shows you're a very caring mother.
Thank you. I do feel more comfortable now. I just wish the information online wasn't so confusing.
I understand there's a lot of misinformation out there. If you'd like, I can give you a leaflet that explains how the polio vaccine works, its benefits, and answers to common concerns. It's written in plain language and comes from the Ministry of Health.
Yes, that would be helpful.
Great. And remember, if you'd like to talk more about this or have any other questions later, you're always welcome to contact me or the clinic. We're here to support you every step of the way.
I appreciate that. After hearing all this, I think it's best to go ahead with the vaccine today.
I'm really glad to hear that, Mrs. Collins. You've made a very thoughtful decision. It will give Ethan strong protection against a very serious disease.
Thank you for taking the time to explain everything. You've been very kind and patient.
It's my pleasure. I'm glad I could help. Let's go ahead and get Ethan's vaccine done, and afterward, I'll give you the leaflet and record his next appointment.
Sounds good. I'm ready.
Perfect. This will just take a moment. Thank you again for trusting us with Ethan's care. You're helping protect him and many other children, too.